Good morning. This is Larry Bonaroto, and this is your Morning Minute. We're going to start this morning with a quote. The culture of any organization is shaped by the worst behavior that the leader is willing to tolerate. That quote brought back a painful memory. In the 1990s, I joined a dealership in another state. During my dysfunctional 3-month tenure, I witnessed unlawful F&I practices, no inventory control, little sales process, and no training of any kind. Plus, the dealer was constantly obsessed with getting media attention. This dealer blamed the poor results he was getting on his subordinates. In his view, the salespeople were lazy and selfish, his sales managers were dishonest, and his assistant was incompetent. None of these views were shared with me until I arrived on a Monday in April. It was then I was told my primary objective would be to change the culture in the dealership and install processes to make people more accountable. Starting out, it required 2 days just to locate all the vehicles that were on the books. It was necessary to replace the sales and finance managers. For control purposes, we consolidated the sales teams into one showroom at the primary location, installed new processes at the budget lot, plus we hired additional staff and opened a new showroom across town. 3 months later in June, a delegation of factory executives, flew in to inspect the operation. After a 6-hour tour, the dealer invited the group to dinner at an exclusive downtown restaurant. After dinner, the dealer came to me and said, "Larry, can you cover this tab? Because my assistant has not paid my credit card bill." I agreed if he would reimburse me the next morning. I covered that $2,400 bill. The next morning when I applied for reimbursement, the dealer actually asked me why he owed me $2,400. After cashing my reimbursement check, I resigned and worked a 2-week notice. I assisted him by finding my replacement and left with a clear conscience. He never paid me for the last 2 weeks. My friend and mentor, Dave Anderson, shares that, quote, "A fish doesn't rot from the tail up, it rots from the head down," end quote. In addition to not tolerating bad behavior, a dealer cannot expect any better behavior than that dealer displays in his own personal and professional life. And that is today's Morning Minute.